Hi to everyone in my network. I hope that you are all well and, of course, are keeping safe. As we know, the world is moving more virtual, and with that, companies, of course, are adapting. Remote recruitment processes, video interviews, they are now becoming the norm. So I wanted to share with you my top tips to ensure a great first video interview. Top tip number one is practice being in front of the camera. I'd recommend having several interviews with friends online. Then you can really get some constructive feedback on how you're portraying yourself. If that's not possible, then video yourself in an interview scenario. Take the time to watch it back, analyze it, put yourself in the interviewer's shoes. How are you coming across? Are you being detailed in your responses? And then following that, maybe share that video with friends to get some feedback and a second opinion. Tip number two is settings and appearance. Make sure you're in an environment where you feel comfortable, where there's going to be no distractions, and really be mindful of your background. You do not want your unmade bed or your empty lunch bowls in view of the camera. And also make sure you've got some good lighting, because we do not want to have to get our night vision goggles out. Finally, I would just dress as if you were going to a face-to-face interview. Tip three is test the technology. Familiarise yourself with the platform that the video call will be on. Do not leave it till the last minute for you to then realise you need to install a program, create an account. It leaves you 10-15 minutes late for the call. It's not a good first impression. And also make sure that you have a stable and secure internet connection. Tip number five is engage. Make sure that you're keeping eye contact at all times with the camera. When the interviewer is speaking, show that you're listening through nodding, through smiling, and really be mindful of your tonality, your body language. Make sure to move on the call, use your hands to speak, and really genuinely show that you're interested in not only what the interviewer is saying, but what you're saying. You know, you're passionate, you believe in your abilities. And I think that this really ties into, again, practicing being in front of the video. Tip number six, mute your phone. You do not want that going off on an interview and causing any unnecessary distractions. So put it on silent mode or leave it in a different room. I hope these tips have been of value. I would love to know your top tips and if you're doing anything differently. Take care and have a great week.